follow. I'll go down a bit.
Oh my goodness.
It's coming! You're on track? They look so nice. They're old.
It looks old.
It's very young actually, it's only about 26 years old now.
Take a picture.
The one at the back's only about 16 years old, so they're still very, very young, these guys.
They're coming.
That's a lot of water. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Thanks
Come
for
on,
giving us a
manners,
show,
man.
Show off. Okay, put it away.
Wipe it up. Where did I get the water from?
He's eating. What kind of bush is that?
That's a little succulent bush. It's not the greatest actually thing for them to eat. They're covered in a lot of thorns, but
Is it right? Is it right, boy? Yay.
You would think the ground would shake.
these guys, you would think it, yes, because it's such a big animal, but these guys are one of the softest walkers you'll find in Africa. If you're in a very dense bushy area, you won't even know there's elephants around. It's excuse me. It's quite astonishing that a big animal like can drink water through your noses. It's not the greatest feeling, but they do, however, suck the water up with the trunk, but then they just spray it into their mouth. So they don't use it.
It's a very nice view. Ostrich! Yeah, look at that.
Beautiful black feathers with a nice prominent white tail, whereas your female ostriches are much more dull greyish colour, pretty much for attraction reasons.
Zebras! Wow.
Have a look at the little baby zebra there to the left.
Oh,
Cute
cute.
little guy.
There.
Yeah, I think in total we've got about 6 little baby zebra.
Is it?
It's a little baby rhino.
He's a rhino.
16. Actually cutting the horn off. So it doesn't hurt them, but cutting the horn off does not hurt them because your composition in that rhino horn is just keratin. So the same stuff as your fingernails and your hair. So it doesn't do them too much harm. And it does grow back, but it unfortunately grows very, very slowly. It grows about 2 centimeters a year. So unfortunately these guys don't live long enough after you cut the horn off for it to grow back to its original size again. So yeah, they'll have a little nub for the rest of their lives. The male here, we fitted him with a prosthetic horn. You can see a little white tip there on top of his horn. That is because your males, they generally make use of those horns every single day. So by cutting it off, it doesn't influence them in the best way. So just by replacing that tiny little pit there on top, it's just helping them out quite a lot. But,
There you go. Wow, there's a bird.
try and mate with her sometime soon. Quite interesting. So, are you guys familiar with all the animals on the Big Five? Nope. Right.
Yeah.
So your Big Five is consists of lions. It's, can anybody tell me how the Big Five originated? Alright, so it started out as the top 5 most dangerous animals to hunt. So when you speak about the Big Five, you generally speak about very dangerous animals. So our rhinos right here, very dangerous. Buffaloes in front of us, extremely dangerous. So much so that your buffalo is actually the top 1 most dangerous animal on the Big Five.
Really?
Right. So that's why we are keeping approaching things they don't know what it is, so they come and check it out. And if you just sit there nice and calmly, they'll eventually get bored with you and they'll move on. See that big male there, very big rhino. He wants to know whether she's ready to mate with or not. So quite interesting. Right, but let's leave these buffalo in peace before they get upset with us. The clowns of Africa. They are typically very silly animals, love jumping around for absolutely no reason. But we've also dubbed them the stupidest animals in Africa. So they're not very bright. The reason we say this is because when they get scared or they see a predator around them, even if I just run up to them now, they'll get a fright and they'll start running into a direction for very fast for about 100 meters. And then they just stop and go back to eating. So it's literally like they forgot why they're running. So they're not so bright. Now, we also in Africa have something called the ugly. The top 5 most dangerous. Then we have the top 5 most ugly. So your wildebeest also ranks number 1 on the ugly 5. So we have dubbed them the ugliest animals in Africa. Yeah, so this cheetah, it's pretty much just gonna chill now. This is his lazy time during the day. He's gonna just lie in the sun and relax. Now, these cheetahs in this reserve are not kept here because of basically canned hunting or something like that. This is our rehabilitation center. So we are actively trying to rehabilitate cheetahs and release them back into the wild. Now, this cheetah right here we got from a breeding center that could no longer care for him. So he doesn't know how to hunt. Those other cheetahs.